Valcourt, the eyes have it. In this case, the eyes belong to Normand Pilat. He will be one of the top runners for Formula 3. Terry Wall, top runner for Formula 1. He won the main event here last year. Dale Loritz is a two-time world champion. Next to him, Dave Wall, who just won a world championship at Eagle River about a month ago. Jim Schmidt, one of the veteran campaigners in Formula 3. There's Pilat on that number 1. Next to him, Mike Poole, who seems to win just about everything. All by his lonesome on the back row is Mike Wetherill. Guy Useldinger is not starting here, and down into turn 1. Again, Poole getting the break.
He sure did. He's out there, but I'll tell you, Terry Wall is right on them to begin this race. A bit of a surprise.
A couple of Formula 3s out front. We come through 3 and 4. Normand Pilat in. Oh, Pilat's sled goes upside down in turn 4. And let's see, that brings out the red flag very, very quickly. Normand Pilat with a problem before we even complete lap number 1. He's over there on the other side of the hay bales and looks to be okay. The safety crew's getting there very quickly. You can see him moving around there. The crowd certainly concerned there because this is a hometown hero, Normand Pilat. We're going to take a look at a replay here and try and figure out exactly what happened. Again, it was through 3 and 4. A lot of traffic there, Gary.
A lot of traffic up there. It looks like maybe the sled was a touch too aggressive. They come into that corner with carrying a lot of speed, trying to stay ahead of the Formula 1s. They know they're going to be coming on them in the corners. Looked like the sled maybe got a little bit loose. Once they get loose, they start the high side and up and over they go.
Well, obvious damage to the sled, but none to Normand Pilat as he motors on off, but he will not be in the resumption of racing here. Everybody else lining up. That's Mike Poole on the outside. We certainly look for him to get another good jump. Those two Formula 3 sleds on the outside of row 1. We now have 6 sleds and busting their way down into turn 1. There it is again. Poole getting a hole shot, but right up alongside a couple of the Formula 1 sleds. It's a good Donnybrook out there. Loritz, and well, it looks like Terry Wall.
Yeah, they're all right on Mike here. You can see the difference up the back straightaway, how far Mike stretched out a lead on them. Coming through the corners, they'll close it right back up on them. They can see Mike disappear on the straightaway. They know they have to catch him in the corners.
And you can see sleds all over the place, lots of different lines. But is there one line that is better than another? Nobody better to ask than Bruce Besser, who is a former world champion himself.
I think tonight, I think anybody can run pretty well whatever line they prefer. There's no real bumps out there tonight. So it's getting grooved up already, but it just depends on where the sled wants to run out there. Some of the times, it seems like you can go a little wider type thing, depending on when you're at the racetrack, how much snow is out there and whatnot. But it's going to be different tonight, with the run against the F3s out there, and you're going to have to change your line to be able to get around them.
Poole stays out front, but right behind the two walls are there, getting ready to come up and challenge. Through 3 and 4 onto the front straightaway. I think it's going to be a dandy one here, Gary Besser.
Boy, I'll tell you, these wall boys, they're going to have to start working together here a little bit. They're fighting each other out there right now. And as you can see, they're not closing the gap like they should be on Mike.
Right in behind there, those two Wall brothers sleds at the point. Mike Poole. Now, Mike Poole won at Eagle River. Maybe an upset, maybe not. Depends on who you talk to. Right here, it is a great, great battle. First, second, third, all right there. And, we've got a challenge coming up here. Which one of the walls is that, Gary?
That's Dave on the inside, Terry on the outside. Terry's made a commitment here. He's about ready to go by Dave by the look of it. He's saying that this race is getting away from us, and Mike's starting to, he's still out in front of us here.
Dave on the low line, Terry on the high line. Both setting their sights on Mike Poole. Down through the first and second turn. Still side by side for second and third. Still chasing Mike Poole. It is Dave Wall, Terry Wall right there. It looks like Terry may have come around and has got a little bit of an advantage there on that second place position.
I think they've kind of forgotten that this is supposed to be a bit of a team sport. There's no team sport here at all. This is a team themselves, but they're supposed to be the Formula 1s against the Formula 3s. They both want to win this race.
Here comes Terry Wall. He loses a little bit of ground there going down the back straightaway, but again, it's because these Formula 3 sleds are faster in a straight line. They're going to come through the turns, and it's a Donnybrook Zebra coming down there past start finish.
Boy, Terry's taking some chances. He's running that outside line. It looks like it's trying to work for him. It's really working for him here. He just took the lead.
Terry Wall out front. Oh, so much confidence. Side by side with Mike Poole. And that's got to really be wild there with two different kinds of slides. As a matter of fact, Poole slides back into third place. Dave Wall is up in the second.
Well, you can see Mike come into the corner hard to try to get back around Terry. Couldn't hold his machine in. Pushed up high, and the boys all ducked underneath him here.
Dale Loritz is going to challenge for third coming up. As a matter of fact, he's gotten on around. So we have Formula One sleds in first, second, and third position. Terry Wall, Dave Wall, and Dale Loritz. And here's the checkered flag, and it goes to Terry Wall. Dave Wall about 3 sled lengths behind. Then Dale Loritz in third, and Mike Poole is able to hold on for fourth place. He had a game effort out there, Gary Basser, but what happened? He just seemed to run out of steam.
Well, he tried his best. He knew he had to get the lead, get out front, hold on to it as long as he could. He hoped it was going to be 10 laps. Terry Wall wouldn't let him do it.
Well, the Formula One folks, they finished the top 3. They give each other congratulations. We'll hear from Terry Wall coming up after this break. This ESPN presentation has been brought to you by Camoplast. Quality products for your quality leisure time.
Terry Wall, a very tough race. First of all, you had to get around Uncle Dave and then work your way up through past Mike.
Yeah, it was a very tough race because they got so much straightaway speed, and they, you know, when they come out of the corner, they're gone, and at the end, and you're still at the middle of the track. So, but they're so slow in the corner, or they got to slow down so much to make it go around. And we had the advantage there.
Congratulations to Terry Wall, winner of the Dayco Formula One Formula 3 Challenge. For Gary Basser, I'm Tom Michaels. So long from Valcourt, Quebec. Racing is not just in the mind or the heart, it's in the genes as well. For Dave Wall, the head of the snowmobile racing clan out of Minnesota, he has 2 world championships, but youth will be served as well. His nephew, Terry Wall, has won and several times on the Formula One snowmobile circuit. Today in Valcourt, these two come together hoping for a wire-to-wire, wall-to-wall win in the Camoplast Formula One Snowmobile Series.